So we're going to do this one on our backs. We're going to let ourselves completely rest and just get nice and cozy. So come and lie down. And we're going to start in a restorative rest. So soles of the feet on the earth, knees bent, and everything else just kind of snuggling in, letting yourself get nice and settled. And then feel as though the ground is almost rising up to you. So you can just let go and unravel into it. Earthing down through the feet. And letting the spine get really, really heavy, head get heavy. We're taking these moments before we move into the physical body to just let ourselves arrive, to create a sense of calm and peace so we can move into a really restful sleep. Allowing your eyes to close if they're not already closed, and hands coming onto the belly. We just kind of feel ourselves landing here, letting the hands get slightly heavy on us, so again we can ground a little bit more. And then noticing if there's any tension in the face, perhaps you can let go of it, unfurrowing your brows or feeling the back teeth separate so you can soften the jaw, feeling your shoulders earth into the ground, upper back release, middle back, lower back, and then legs are just letting go of tension. Yeah. And we're going to take 3 rounds of breath here just to land and clear it all out. So take a full inhale through the nose and a big sigh through the mouth. And 2 more like that. Full breath in through the nose. Big sigh through the mouth. And 1 more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. What could you soften? Nice. And then just come back to your natural rhythm of the breath. Can you breathe in and out through the nose now? And start to slow down the breath and almost feel like you're smoothing it out. So rather than finding an acceleration and deceleration on each inhale and exhale, it just becomes this very rhythmic, wave-like breath. It's rising up, and as soon as it reaches the top of the inhale, it comes back down to exhale, following this beautiful rhythm. Can we keep that for the practice as we move into some yummy stretches? So when you're ready, allow your knees to come in towards your chest as your arms wrap around your shins, and give yourself a really yummy squeeze. Take a little sway from side to side. Your eyes can stay closed for this whole practice if you wish. You can just listen to me rather than watch. You're also welcome to open it. And then keep hold of the right leg. Let the sole of your left foot come back down to the ground. Snuggle your right knee a little bit closer in, and then reach your right foot all the way up towards the ceiling. I'm going to catch behind the right thigh. And you can gently bend the right knee if this feels like a lot. Just keep a soft bend to the right knee, and then roll out through the right ankle. Find a beautiful release in the foot. Great if you've been standing all day, just letting the blood flow in the opposite direction. And you might stay with this, or you might walk your hands a little bit higher up your leg, finding a deeper stretch here, but without overworking anything. So we're not kind of aiming to get really stretchy, we're just letting the body unravel. Maybe your toes flex a little bit towards your face. On each exhale, can you find something to soften? Maybe it's your jaw. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe the leg. 1 more breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to bend into the right knee really generously. We're coming to a half happy baby. So taking your peace fingers, your first finger and your middle finger, either round your right big toe, or maybe to the outer edge of your right foot, or your ankle, your shin, anywhere that feels appropriate for you. And we're just going to let the leg get really heavy. So the right knee is bending down towards the ground, and it might feel tempting to kind of lift this left leg, but can you place your left hand on your left hip and just earth that a little more so it's got this like solid foundation. You can stay here, or if you'd like a little bit more movement, you might play with straightening the right leg and rebending it. Nothing too much. Yeah. And then we're going to take the right foot on top of the left thigh, coming to a reclined figure 4 stretch. Right hand presses onto the right thigh, and then almost feel like you could take the flesh of your thigh and scoop it up towards your knee. We're just going to take a little sway from side to side there. Nothing too intense, just a little sway, releasing any effort through the hips. You can stay with that if that feels good, if that feels like enough. Or maybe interlacing the hands behind the left leg, catching behind the left thigh, gently drawing the legs in towards you as your right elbow presses your right leg away. And you could sway a little bit there, keep your lower back on the ground. Maybe your left leg reaches up and you kind of roll through the ankle. And then finding one more breath in. And as you exhale, release the left foot down. Now we're going to snuggle the thighs really close together so the right foot comes all the way over and take what's called a twisted root. So left foot presses into the ground. Just shimmy your hips to the right, legs come all the way over to the left. And you can reach your right arm out nice and long. Gaze can turn towards the right hand. Breathe in. Full breath out, soften into the earth. And then inhale, come back through center. Unravel the legs. I'm going to take all of that to the other side. So left knee snuggles to chest. And then reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Foot to the ceiling. Hands behind the thigh. Again, soft bend to the left knee. Roll out the ankle. And as we move through this side, it might feel really different to the right. There's no judgment there. We can be more dominant on one side than the other. So just notice that. Yeah, and you could stay with this and walk the hands up the left leg. Toes a little bit further towards the face. Can you keep your lower back to the ground? So we're not trying to lift up here. Not overstretching. Breathe in. Full breath out. We bend into the left knee, taking that half happy baby again on this side. Wherever feels right for you to hold. And you can stay with that stillness or straighten out through the left leg and rebend. Almost like we're lubricating the joints here. And then bend the left knee. Left foot comes on top of the right thigh for our figure four. Left hand presses the left thigh away and we take a little sway. Yeah, and you can stay with this. Or hands interlace behind the right leg as we draw the legs in towards us. Left elbow presses the left leg away. You can sway there. Maybe the right foot reaches up, little roll through the ankle. And then place the right foot back down. Your left leg comes all the way over. Thighs are gluing in towards one another. Right foot presses down. Hips shimmy over to the left. And legs come to the right. Twisted root. Right hand can come onto your left thigh. Left arm can reach out nice and wide. Head can turn to the left. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then come back through center. Let the legs release. We're going to come into your Shavasana pose. So lengthening all the way out, legs long, arms down by the side of the body. Take a full breath in through the nose. And a big sigh through the mouth. Eyes closed. You can rest here for as long as you like. If you wish to stay here for longer than the video allows, then please feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll come back up to a seat. Taking your time to get up. No rush. And then just recenter yourself. Bring your left hand onto your heart. Your right hand on top. Feel that grounding energy of the hands to heart, hands to chest. Coming back to the presence of the breath. Acknowledging how you feel after this short little wind down practice. Can you take this with you, this sense of calm, into the rest of your evening? Stay restful. Thank you so much for joining me.